Welcome to Earn Huge Returns Hassle-Free, Private Lending Made Easy, a part of AccessRealCashFlow.com. Here's our disclaimer. The good life. We all want it, but somehow it continues to get postponed. Many people have put their trust in the stock market as a way to build wealth so they can one day enjoy the good life. Some even hope their stock investments will enable them to quit their jobs early, take some time to relax, spend more time with their family, enjoy vacations, or engage in their hobbies. But as you know, the stock market has taken a beating in the last 10 years. Did you know that $1,000 put into the stock market in the year 2001 is worth about the same today? And what about those people who have had to cash in their stocks to pay for their retirement when the prices were down? No, we can't count on the stock market always going up or being up when we want to sell. And then there's Social Security. Social Security is predicted to be bankrupt by the year 2037, 4 years earlier than previous predictions. Here's a quote. Trustees of the program said Tuesday that Social Security will start paying out more in benefits than it collects in taxes in 2016, 1 year sooner than projected last year, and the giant trust fund will be depleted by 2037, 4 years sooner. Another quote, Social Security is not sustainable without reform. Simply put, it cannot pay promised future benefits with current levels of taxation. Well, here's the problem. There just aren't enough new workers to pay into the fund to replace the money going out to retirees. Anyone who is trusting Social Security to fund even a small part of their retirement may not even be able to do that in the future. And then there are our pensions. Did you know that a growing number of pensions are in trouble in the U.S. after the stock market downturn late in the last decade? Most pensions today are heavily invested in the stock market. When stocks go down, the pensions go down as well. Many of these pension funds have already been taken over by the federal agency that guarantees pensions for 44 million Americans. So many that now the agency itself is at risk of failure. Here's a quote from that article. The deficit at the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the federal agency that guarantees pensions for 44 million Americans, faced a shortfall of $11 billion as of October. That's 1/3 of their assets, by the way. It is not rocket science to make the following conclusions from all this. 1. We cannot count on the stock market to continue going up and increasing our retirement portfolios. Number 2. We cannot count on the stock market being up in price when it's our turn to sell. Number 3. We cannot count on the stock market to be a safe place for our retirement funds in general. Number 4, we cannot count on the government to provide the income we need when we retire. If we remain unmoved by all this negative news, the future that we envision is truly at risk. May I ask you a pointed question? Are you willing to consider something different than what you've done before? Are you ready to learn a new way to earn great returns, but without the usual hassles that go with real estate? We cannot expect different results from doing what we've always done. Some have called that the definition of insanity. Yet some are stoic and say they will just continue working and not retire. But how long can that last? One cannot count on one's health holding out forever. There will come a day when health issues make it impossible for any of us to work, and our nest egg needs to be ready to support us. Many people today are looking for a way to grow wealth that is more stable than the stock market and yet with good returns. Is it possible to have both stability and good returns? Well, keep listening and I'll show you how. Did you know that today the little guy can earn huge returns quickly even when banks are paying measly rates of interest and the stock market could make a grown-up cry? This may come as a surprise, but the credit, banking, and real estate crises have created an unmatched perfect storm of opportunity that can truly make you a fortune. I want to show you an amazing system that allows you to use funds from an IRA or 401k and recycle them limitless times to fund the future you deserve. You will learn how you can earn double-digit returns while letting others provide the sweat equity. You'll also learn how to joint venture with others who have the funds but lack the knowledge of how to do it. Either way, you'll know what to do and be in control. The banking system today is in crisis. Now is your opportunity to build wealth. The banking system is in crisis. Again, institutional banks from one end of the country to the other are collapsing and failing to provide the public what they have traditionally provided, financing. Don't you think it's your turn? How can we do this, you ask? Well, we step in to provide the role the banks have typically provided. Do you know who the Rothschilds were? Although born in the ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany, Mayer Amschel Rothschild was to eventually develop a finance house and spread his empire by installing each of his 5 sons in European cities to conduct business. The son of a money changer, he knew that those who lend money to others have a unique advantage over those who borrow. His financial empire even went on to become a key financing source for governments when money was tight during times of economic difficulty. Did you know that you can use the same techniques that Mayer Rothschild used when he first developed his finance system? You can learn on this website a system custom fitted for our financial times that can make you amounts of money so surprising that you will wonder why no one has told you about it before. What if you could make chunks of cash that could eventually equal or surpass your monthly salary? How would that change your life? This website exists to assist you in your quest to find little-known ways to build wealth. You can also learn and network with others like yourself. You can learn little-known secrets that can amass you huge returns by using either your money or someone else's money, just like the bank. Are you wondering yet how you can earn large returns on your money at a time when most investors are worried about flat returns that may never make up for the losses they experienced in the stock market? The answer may surprise you. It is something not new, but all too often not practiced by most people today who depend on the stock market to care for their retirement future. Seize the moment of the financial crisis by letting others do the hard work and earn handsome returns by being a private lender money partner. Well, what is a private lender? When we talk about being a private lender, we're talking about someone who loans money at an above bank interest rate and the loan is secured by real estate. The money can be loaned either short-term or long-term to professional real estate investors to buy and repair real estate that is then rented out or sold for a profit. A private lender is really a banker who can share in the profit, receive an interest rate of return, or both. Private lenders are uniquely positioned to leverage the time and effort of others. Private lenders do not do any of the work of finding properties, rehabbing or maintenance, dealing with tenants and complaints. Private lenders leverage the knowledge, skills, and experience of professional real estate investors. They work smarter, not harder. They benefit from real estate profits without ever buying or selling houses, rehabbing, or landlording. Often it takes only a few phone calls to get involved in a project, and then they wait for the final funds to be wired to the bank account upon the project's completion, or on a monthly basis if they've invested in a buy and hold property. What could be easier? And if the borrower does not pay, the property can be repossessed. Remember, a lender has the right to foreclose. AccessRealCashFlow.com shows you how to protect yourself as well, so that if this worst case scenario does happen and you have to take the house away, you'll be able to sell it immediately and still make a profit. Trust deed investing in this way is unique. Insiders love these features of trust deeds. There's a set return. It's backed by real estate. It's recorded in the public record. It's short term, 6 months or less. These have better rates than CDs. Steady growth, not volatility. You can reinvest short term over and over again. They have an extremely fast turnaround time between the investment and the gain, so there's a high velocity of your money. Now we're going to show you how you can do as many as 24 loans a year and skyrocket the value of your net worth by speeding up that velocity of your investment gains. You might wonder why investors need you so much right now. Well, the fact is many investors who used to depend on banks for financing have had their credit lines cut, often no fault of their own. The banks either do not have the money or are so picky that J.P. Morgan couldn't get a loan. Well, what does that mean for you? This means that investors are in desperate need of your funds and are willing to give up a large part of their profit to get them. Look around at AccessRealCashFlow.com and you'll learn what a private lender is and why you should become one as soon as possible, how you can surpass bank rates of return immediately, the key to unlocking the hidden fortunes in private mortgage lending, where to begin in starting your own private lending program, how to build a team to make private lending a joy, the documentation you need to do private lending legally and safely, the keys to recognize the ideal borrowers who can make you a lot of money safely, where to find the money if you want to put other people's money to work, how to recognize the diamond deals worth pursuing in today's market, and learn little known secrets of private money, hard money, and equity financing. You'll learn hidden tips from real-life private lenders, how to stay out of trouble legally, how to skyrocket your retirement income, how to keep the tax man out of your wallet. Now we're willing to provide you these free resources to speed up your learning curve and help you connect with a community of people like yourself. But all you have to do is just enjoy the valuable content of this website by signing up to be a premium member, absolutely free. You can also go to PrivatelenderSecret.com to sign up to receive our free, no-obligation 20-module e-course that comes to your email box and explains how to become a successful, hassle-free private lender. And there's absolutely no catch. All we ask is that you allow us to keep in touch with you and hear how private lending is helping to move you closer to the lifestyle you've always desired. Happy investing.